to do this problem, we need to know the graph of f of x is equal to b power x. F of x is equal to b power x graph. As b greater than 1, for example, take b equal to 2. Then let us draw the 2 power x graph. This is 1 and this is 2. 2 power 0 is 1, 2, 1. 2 power 1 will be 2. 2 power 2 will be 4. So let us accommodate these 1, 2, 3, 4 numbers on the y-axis, and then 1, 2 is enough here. And then minus 1 also we need, because 2 power minus 1 is half. 2 power minus 2 is 1 by 4. So the 2 power minus 1, 2 power minus 1 is half. Let me draw the graph with a different color to differentiate. And 2 power minus 2 is 1 by 4. And this is this. And 2 power 0 is 1. 2 power 1 is 2. 2 power 2 is 4. The graph is like this. Right? So the graph is like this. Now you can verify for large value, for large negative x, f is close to 0. You can see that that's happening here. For large negative x, f is close to 0. So this is a true statement. And the domain of f is all real numbers. Yes, for every real numbers you can calculate the 2 power x. Along the x-axis throughout the graph is present. This is also true. 1 comma 0 is always on the graph. Where is 1 comma 0 on the graph here? 1 comma 0 is this, not the 0 comma 1. 1 comma 0 is not there in this graph. Not always there on the graph. So this is false. And the range is 0 to infinity. This is true. So this is the correct option. So it is given in CET 2014. Whatever I told orally, I wrote it like a table. So you can have this table and then 0, 1 point, 1, 2 point, 2, 4 point, and minus 1, half point, minus 1, 2, minus 1 by 4 point. Like this also you can do initially just to increase the comfortability level. They are given this is R is a relation on N. Which of the following belongs to R? Without doing the problem, these two cannot be there in R because these numbers are not. If you are lucky, one more number also will be here with a negative sign or a 0. Then you need not even verify the options directly, you can pick. But here 0 cannot be there, minus 4 cannot be there in natural numbers. And now 2 comma 4 you verify, if satisfies, that is the answer, otherwise 4 is the answer. So 4 2s are plus 3 4s are. 4 2s are 8 plus 3 4s are 12, 20, correct, satisfied, done. But little curiosity, well, maybe 3 4 also will satisfy, just check. 4 3s are 12 plus 3 4s are 12 is not equal to 20, 24 that is. So this is also not correct option. Just a minus b is what? The common element should be cancelled and just a. So a minus b cross b intersection c. B intersection c is what? The common element c and d. See how simple it is. Therefore, this cross is AC and AD. AC and AD are there in second option. And this question is given in, when it is given, CET 2006. So CET is all about the speed. You need to do it in less time. There won't be much difficulty. See, out of 60 questions, 40, 50 questions will be like this. The 10, 15 questions will be little time taking. So you should save the time from the less time taking questions and use that time for the little more time taking. Little more means sometimes in CET also you'll have 2-minute time taking question, 3-minute time taking question, very few, right? For answering those questions, you need to get the time from these kind of problems. So this is not like as easy as the previous one. See, when you got the trick in it, then it is simple. Otherwise, it becomes lengthy. Suppose if I write A is equal to some A1, A2, and so on. Okay, let me call that common element as C. They told 99 elements are common. So the C1, C2, and so on, C99, and A1, A2, and so on, AN. Suppose A contains n plus 99 elements. B equal to, again that C1, C2, and so on, C99, and B1, B2, and so on, Bn. Right? So in this case, A cross B, if you calculate, in A cross B, you'll have Cartesian product of with this, of course, with C's as a first element, A's as a first element, you'll have. Right? So these two, if you consider these two in A cross, C1, 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 C2, like that, having only C1s and C2s, C99, C99. For your understanding, I'm writing all these steps. Otherwise, you can directly come up with the conclusion. The remaining and all, C with second elements, B or something like that. The C1 with B1 or many other elements will have. And if you go for B cross A, even in B cross A also you'll have C1, C1, and all these C99, C99. And after that, C1, A1 or something like that. So only these elements are common in both A cross B and B cross A. How many such elements are there? These 99 element Cartesian product. 99 into 99 elements will be common. Then disclosed as how many elements are there, axis in A, axis in B, and we don't need to know that to identify the number of common elements in A cross B and B cross A. So that is 99 square. So for simplicity, what I did is I took only one extra elements, unlike to that arbitrary. I'll take only one extra element. So then when I'm writing the Cartesian product, I guess like you understood this C1 with all these and C2 with all these, C99 with all these. After that, C1 with B, C2 with B, like that you'll get these order pairs, and then A with C1, A with C2 also you get actually. A with C1 and so on, A with C99. And here also you get B with C2 and so on, B with C99. You can see that none of these elements can be common. In all these elements, the extra elements, and these extra elements, you can't find anything common, right? When it is starting with C's common elements, it will end with B. And when it is starting with A, it ends with C. Here, when it is starting with C, so basically you'll have the reverse of that and this. Whatever you have, the extra order pairs with the black color, so you'll have the reverse of them here. But here you'll get the same. So this 99 into 99 are the only common elements. That's why the number of common elements in this is this. So they are given F and G, and then given the relation between F and G also, they're asking us to find the X values. So G of F of X is 2x plus 3 equal to 8. You will not have any problem in writing this because you're just replacing F of X. Now we'll have a problem. G of X is x square plus 7. So g of t is t square plus 7. G of input equal to input square plus 7. I always suggest you to read the definition like that. So if you observe in all these, the square and plus 7 are not changing. The square and then plus 7. You write some g of x square and then plus 7. These are not changing. So if you follow that logic, then it will be simple. G of something, g of input, this input square plus 7. To avoid the confusion, what I will suggest is don't write the input first. Just put a bracket for that input, whatever it is. And then the unchanged one, the constant ones you write. 2 is a constant, plus is a constant, 7 is a constant. Write them first. After that, go back and then fill that bracket empty space with the input, that is 2x plus 3. This problem, it is simple because x is appeared only once in the definition of g of x. Sometimes the x, the input will appear more than once in the output, and sometimes the input is more complex. In those cases, you will make mistake. To avoid the mistake, this is the method I want you to adopt. After substitution, then simple simplification. So its main part is this. If you write this one properly, then after that it is just simplification and getting the answer. So once you get this step, in which there is no g and there is no f, so you can verify the options. The options given are 1 2, minus 1 2, minus 1 minus 2, 1 minus 2. The easiest one to verify is 1. Substitute 1 in it. 2 ones are 2, plus 3, 5 square, 25. 25 plus 7 is not 8. So 1 is not satisfying. All the options including 1 are wrong options. Now you're only left with minus 1, 2 and minus 1, minus 2. Don't verify minus 1. That will satisfy, but you won't be eliminate any wrong option. You won't be able to eliminate any wrong options. So you can verify 2 or minus 2. So if you verify 2, so the 2 and 2 times of minus 2, 2 times of 2 is 4. 4 plus 3 is 7. 7 square is 49. 2 doesn't satisfy. This is the wrong option. This is correct option. So you can verify the options also after reaching that. So what you need to do, the input is x plus 1 by x, then the output is like that. So you should write the output in terms of input. That means you readjust the x square plus 1 by x square as in terms of x plus 1 by x. Write this as x square plus 1 by x square plus x square. I mean to say that x whole square. I mean to say that x whole square 1 by x the whole square plus 2 times completion of square. 2ab term is missing. 2 times of x into 1 by x minus 2 times of x into 1 by x. I added and subtracted that. Sir, why you did like that? I want to complete the square. If I complete the square, I will get that in terms of x plus 1 by x. So I write x plus 1 by x the whole square. And if you see that here x and x cancel, here also I can cancel, but I want to fit that in the form minus 2. See this one, f of an input is input square minus 2. F of t is t square minus 2. So don't think like this x plus 1 by x has some significance. No. F of an input, this one, f of a doll equal to the doll square minus 2. F of t is t square minus 2. So f of x is x square minus 2. That's the function. And that's the answer. And option 3. So f of x is this. And f of 1 by 2 they're asking. So f of 1 by 2. So f of 1 by 2 I calculate. But directly calculating is a little difficult. Let me calculate f of x. and then go for half. Not difficult, but first I would like to calculate f of x. So f of x is 25 minus x power 4, the whole power 1 by 4. Like I told in the previous problem, input is this. The function definition is the bracket 25 minus the input, the whole power 4, the whole power 1 by 4. So again, I need to use this f definition. This whole thing is input. For the next step, for the first step, I replace the f of x. For f of input is equal to 25 minus the input power 4, whole power 1 by 4. 25 minus the input power 4, whole power 1 by 4. That's what I wrote. What is that input? That input is 25 minus x power 4, the whole power 1 by 4 is the input. So if you write this step properly, then we are done. Now see the simple simplification, 4 get cancelled, and then you get 25 minus, open the bracket, minus 25 plus x power 4, the whole power 1 by 4. 25 get cancelled, x power 4 whole power 1 by 4 is x. So f of x is equal to x. So f of half equal to half. The half is 2 power minus 1. See how simple it is. It is not as difficult as we expected. So given in CET 2001.